Today we will be talking about dividing fractions. The first thing you'll need to think about when dividing fractions is what the reciprocal of a number is. The reciprocal of a fraction is the fraction flipped. So for example, the reciprocal of 5 would just be 1/5. Because we know that 5, if you make it into a fraction, is just going to be 5/1. Example 2. The reciprocal of 3/4 would just be 4/3. We're just flipping the numerator and the denominator. For example, the next one, 1/8 would just be 8/1, which we know is the same thing as 8. And for our last example, it is going to be 10/9. Well, remember, we do not ever want our fraction to stay as an improper fraction, so we're going to change it, the 10/9, to 1 1/9. Up here, we are also going to change 4/3 to 1 1/3. All right, keeping this in mind, we're going to do an example of dividing fractions. I call it the keep, change, change method. So keep, change, change. And you'll see what I mean by this in a second. All right, so we're going to start out with the example, 3/4 divided by 1/2. What I mean by keep, change, change, for dividing fractions, we're going to keep the first fraction the same. Then we're going to change the division to multiplication, and then we are going to find the reciprocal of 1/2, which we know is just 2/1. Then we're just going to multiply like normal. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. We simplify this and we get 1 2/4, making it 1 1/2. Okay? So keeping this in mind, we'll try another example. Feel free to pause at any time to think about these steps. Okay? Example 2. We're going to use 4/5 divided by 5, which we know 5 is the same as 5/1. So for our keep, change, change, we are going to have 4/5 times 1/5. And we're going to get 4/25. And this is how you divide a fraction.